So on this video, you guys are going to be writing equations of circles, identifying the center and the radius of a circle. The standard form of a circle is x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. The h and k refer to the center of the circle. The r is the radius of the circle. Example 1. Write an equation of a circle with a center of -2, 2 and a radius of 3. -2 represents the h, 2 represents the k, and then 3 represents the r in the standard form of a circle. So substitute everything in. X minus -2 squared plus y minus 2 squared equal to 3 squared. So when we clean this up, it's going to say x plus 2 squared, because our two negatives right here, plus y minus 2 squared equal to 9. Example 2. Write an equation of a circle with a center at -4, 0 and a diameter of 10. So our h equals -4, our k equals 0, our radius equals 5. So remember, it said diameter, so half of 10 was 5, and that is our radius. So when we plug it in, x minus -4 squared plus y minus 0 squared equals 5 squared. So when we clean this up, it's going to say x plus 4 squared plus, now the 0, we don't put y minus 0, we put y squared equal to 25. This is our final answer. Example 3. Write an equation of a circle with a center of 2, -9 and a radius of radical 3. So our h equals 2, k equals -9, our radius equals radical 3. So substitute everything in. X minus 2 squared plus y minus -9 squared equals radical 3 squared. So when we clean this up, it's going to say x minus 2 squared plus y plus 9 squared equal to 3. When you square a square root, the radical goes away. So you're just left with what's in the radical. So this is our final answer. So example 4. Find the coordinates of the center and the measure of the radius. So our center is HK. Our radius is taking the number at the end and taking the square root of that. So it was r squared. Okay, so our center of this circle would be 2, -1. So if you remember our equation, our standard form for a circle is x minus h squared. So h had to be 2. Y minus k squared, well, and the only way for it to become +1 is if it was a -1, equals r squared. So our radius is 4, because you take the square root of 16. Example 5. Find the center, the radius, and the equation of the circle. So we have our graph here. Our center has to be right in the middle. So looks like it's about right there at -4, -2. Now we need to check it, and checking it would be counting and see if it's equal on all 4 directions, making sure it counts to be the same. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it equals, so center is -4, -2. The radius is 6. Now the equation would be x plus 4 squared plus y plus 2 squared equal to 36. Our last example. Graph the circle, identify the center and the radius. So let's look at our standard form. So it just says x squared plus y squared, so our center would be 0, 0. Our radius would be the square root of 16, so it's 4. So when we graph, we start at the origin, in this case at the origin, which is the center, and you count 4 in all 4 directions. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then connect your dots to form a circle. Doesn't have to be perfect, but you'll get the idea.